And it's time for story time, and Scarlett is excited about stories. She got her a new book today. It's called 5-Minute Princess Stories, and she is very excited. Are you excited about your new book? Yay! Okay, so let's start this book. The Disney Princess More 5-Minute Princess Stories. Yay! Look, there's Aladdin and Jasmine on the front. All right, the very first one we're starting out with is The Little Mermaid, Ariel's Big Rescue. Look at the pages on this book. This is beautiful. Ariel's Big Rescue. The news was traveling rapidly throughout the undersea world. A human ship had been spotted on the surface not too far away. Flounder, Ariel said excitedly to her best friend. Come on, let's go look at the ship. Maybe we'll see humans. Ariel, Flounder began. I don't think it's a good idea. Your father... No, Flounder, listen, Ariel replied. Daddy will never find out. And as for the humans, they won't see us if we just pop our heads above water for a minute. It'll be fun. Honest. Soon Ariel and Flounder were swimming close to a large schooner. Schooner's a big old ship. Look at it, Flounder, Ariel explained. It must be a royal ship. It's so big. Yeah, now let's get out of here, Ariel, Flounder said shakily. Ariel was thrilled as she swam to the surface. Sailors scurried about on deck. A captain stood at the bow. And there was a girl, someone who looked a lot like a princess. Her braided black hair was gathered at the top of her head with pearls laced through it, and she wore a beautiful red dress. See, there she is. Let's see what happens. Suddenly the ship lurched, causing everyone aboard to stumble and fall. The sailors began scrambling about and shouting. A few minutes later, the captain approached the girl. Princess, I'm afraid I have some bad news, Ariel heard him say. Nothing to worry about, but our ship has hit a reef and sprung a leak. Now we're close enough to shore that we can make it. But I'm afraid we will have to toss extra items overboard to lighten the load. That will include your baggage, of course. Terribly sorry. Don't be sorry, Captain, the princess replied. I'll do anything I can to help. Ariel and Flounder quickly ducked below the surface. Let's take a look at that leak, Ariel said. Maybe we can help. As the two friends went under the ship, they noticed that it was not merely a small leak. There was a large hole in the hull, and water was rushing into the ship. The captain must have been trying to protect the princess by not letting her know how serious it was. Quick, Flounder, Ariel said. Gather all the seaweed you can. We'll stuff it into the hole. Maybe it will slow the leak enough to give them time to get to shore. Soon Ariel and Flounder were plunging the hole with kelp. Then they swam next to the ship as it started moving toward land. Their plan was working. Woohoo! Cried Flounder. When the ship finally reached the shore, we did it! They're going to make it, relieved Ariel, and she poked her head above the surface to take one look at the ship. How Ariel wished she could talk with the princess just for a moment to find out what it's really like to be a human. We better go now, Flounder, she said, sighing. But when she started swimming toward home, she gasped. There on the ocean floor was a trunk overflowing with honest-to-goodness real human clothes. And to Ariel, it was good as treasure chest. Flounder, this must be the princess's trunk, she explained. Hats and gloves and capes and corsets and jewelry. Ariel didn't know what they were called, but she tried on each and every one of them. Are you sure those holes are for your arms? Flounder asked. Ariel struggled for a moment with a pair of frilly little bloomers. Oh, yes, they must be, she grinned. They're so cute. Then Ariel pulled a long blue gown out of the trunk. I've never seen anything so beautiful, she explained. Carefully, she held it up in front of her and smiled. Gee, Ariel, you look almost human, Flounder said. I know, Ariel said. Isn't it wonderful? Then she stopped, and she thought of the human princess ashore. on shore, by now missing all her lovely clothes and jewelry. You know, these things don't belong to me, Ariel said. I should really return them to their rightful owner. Oh, no, Flounder replied. We're not going anywhere near the humans. Uh-oh. She wants to go to near the princess so she can give her stuff back, doesn't she? But that night, with Flounder by her side, Ariel took the trunk close enough to the shore so that the tide would wash up on the beach. Playing dress-up had been fun, but it felt much better to return the items to the princess. Maybe someday I'll be able to walk on shore and wear dresses just like hers, Ariel said dreamily. I'll be a human princess too. Yeah, right, Flounder said. I'll be your king. Now come on, let's go home before we get into any more trouble. See, she's dreaming. She's wanting to be that way, isn't she? And that was 5-Minute Princess Stories, a magical collection of princess tales. Did you like that one? That was good. I hope you enjoyed it, and there will be more. Take care.